Don't worry, people. It's not real. It's a social experiment. It's the Matrix. They've said they're gonna, make people support Arsenal Football Club using these guys, Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp. You'll all fall for the Vavavoom and the swagger and the Invincibles. You'll sign a lifetime contract, and then they'll just let you suffer and suffer and suffer more and more and more. Oh, actually, it is real. We're Arsenal fans, and we've just lost 2-0 to Bournemouth. But don't worry. We're in phase 475,000, and eventually we are going to win the league. I don't know if they meant the Premier League, the Europa League, or the Emirates Cup, or the Florida Cup maybe. But we're back. I decided to get changed. I put the old Arsenal shirt on. You know, when we were good and won things, the Invincibles. And I put these two on the background because I might just turn this into a history channel. Maybe we just look back through the old times. Maybe we'll do watch-alongs for games that we've actually watched before. Pretend that we don't know the result. And then celebrate when they score. How about that? I think that works for me. I don't know about anybody else. Because what I watched on that football pitch today was an absolute disgrace. I've seen less comedy watching Def Comedy Jam with Bernie Mac, Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, because I saw a bunch of comedians on the pitch today. That's all I saw. I saw a bunch of comedians. The manager today, you've had one of your worst ever days as Arsenal manager. £15 million a season to deliver that utter garbage. Bournemouth lost to Leicester. They lost 3-0 to Liverpool. They lost to Chelsea. They lost to West Ham, who can't beat anybody. They drew with Newcastle. They drew with Forest. The only two teams they've beaten this season are Everton and Southampton. But don't worry, people. Santa Claus FC rolls into town like the Coca-Cola truck with all the lights on it and says, hey, don't worry, Bournemouth. We're getting festive. We're not far away from Christmas. Here's your present. Have it early. PlayStation 5 with all the games. There you go. That'll sort you out. Arteta's friends with their manager. We are not a serious football club. And there'll be people in the comments saying, you're overreacting. It's just one defeat. We can still win the league. No! Make it easier for yourself now. We ain't winning the Premier League. We ain't winning the Champions League. Our best opportunity is the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Don't turn your nose up at them trophies. We ain't got bigger fish to fry. We're frying Nemo. That's the fish we're frying. Nemo. Not Jaws or Shark. We're frying Nemo. Small fry, people. Win what you can, take what you can. We're not a serious football club. A serious football club would have gone into the transfer market, made serious moves, bought players that take your team to the next level, and gone and applied pressure to Manchester City. Calafiori looks like an Armani model at left back. He don't look like the new Maldini. He looks like he should be advertising new suits for Harrods. Marino looks like he's running in quicksand. He should have 32 pace on FIFA. Not even a shadow card can save him. Jorginho looks quicker than him. I'm dreaming of Granit Xhaka playing for Arsenal. That's how desperate Marino made it today. And it's early in his career. He might get better, but I'm sorry. I say what I see, and that's what I saw. I've seen a double-decker bus turn around quicker than he did today. Raheem Sterling. Raheem the Dream. Halloween. Raheem Halloween. Halloween Sterling. Horror show again. Horror show. Jamaica Tax can't cover that up for long, bro. Let me tell you. You played like Vibes Cartel on the wing. The prison wing that he's been locked in for over a decade. That's the wing you was playing like you was on. And then David Raya, the other guy that we signed on a permanent deal, by the way. All he did today was wave at people. I thought he was the president. I thought Donald Trump was in goal. Because all he did is make mistakes, kick the ball out of play, miss the ball, and then wave, oh, sorry, lads. Give away a penalty. Hey, sorry, mate. Raya and nephew. I'm convinced he was, I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. That is Raya and nephew. He done a bottle of Raya nephew last night. He's got to be drunk. They need to breathalyze him. Stella or Trossard. I've called it in for months. They need to breathalyze him. He played like he was playing for Bournemouth. What are you volleying the ball back 30 yards to Saliba from your own half for? Why not control it, hold the ball? He was awful. He's on a roundabout again. Comes off the bench. We all hype him. We all do the celebration. Starts a couple games. Then you realise he's got grey hair. He ain't got a lot of pace. And he's a super sub. And that's where we're at right now. Let's talk about the red card. People crying about it online. PGMOL, they hate us. They've got it in for us. When it's wrong, I'll call it out. Because I don't rate these referees in the Premier League. I got no horse in this race. I'm an Arsenal fan. The refs are poor in this league. What have we said all season? Don't give the referees a decision to make, then they can't do anything. They can't just walk up to a player and send them off. Saliba, you've been immense for Arsenal. Today, you made a mistake for 1 second, but unfortunately, that mistake has cost us the game today. Although, we were shocking even with 11 men, but 10 men finished the game off. To make matters worse, you're suspended for Liverpool. You've had a stinker today. You've had a stinker for the past 10 days. He gave away a penalty for France last week. He did slip. It was unlucky. Today you showed a lack of experience. Is the Real Madrid stuff going to your head? The same way the Barcelona stuff did with Fabregas? Because let me tell you something. I love Saliba. I hope he stays at this club for a long time. But we've lost better players than him before. We've lost these two. Thierry and Dennis. So Saliba, a moment of madness. But you cost us, bro. You cost us. Trossard has to take some of the blame. It's a poor pass. You didn't need to grab the guy. You're quick enough. I think he could have recovered. He made a big mistake today. And it was costly. Very, very costly. It's as simple as that. Ben White got cooked today. He was on the barbecue. We'll let him off. He hasn't played for a few weeks. He told Ben Foster he doesn't watch football. Maybe he didn't know who he was playing against. Gabriel did okay. What was he supposed to do? They gave him the armband. He suffocated today. Had no help. Felt sorry for him in the end. He was on the left wing. Let's go into midfield. Thomas Partey, probably man of the match today. Shooting wasn't great. He put a ball on Bournemouth Beach. Smashed up some sandcastles, but he was decent on the ball. Declan Rice. We need to start having honest conversations about Declan Rice. And you know what, Deckers? I don't even blame you. It's not your fault. You're getting Premier League Team of the Season playing in the 6 role, so Arsenal put you in the 8 role and you're nowhere near the same player. Declan Couscous again. We've made a £100 million player look like a £30 million player by changing his role. Put him back in the 6. If Partey's better than him in the 6, drop him. But you can't drop him because the other midfielders aren't good enough. I feel sorry for Declan Rice, but it's rice pudding. It's all over the place. It's boiled rice. It's stuck to the pan. It's burnt. It's a mess. It's jerk rice. It don't work. The idea was right, but no one's falling for it. Jamie Oliver settings. Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino. I'm taking my time with what I say about Mikel Merino because he was so slow that I feel like it's only right for me to be slow in my explanation of his performance. Not going to write him off. It's one game. It doesn't mean he's a bad player, but I'm worried. I'm very worried. That's like when you buy something in a shop. You're in a bit of a rush. You think, I like that shirt. I'll buy it. But you've paid quite a bit of money for it. You get home and you try it on and you go, well, actually, I'm not sure about this. Yo, where's that receipt? I hope I didn't throw that bag in the bin, and you're scrambling looking for the receipt. You're like, yo, I might have to take this back to the shop and get my money back. I've got 28 days. Yo, I'm not sure about it. Can we get him? The window's closed, but yo, Marino, you look slower than Jorginho, bro. Was he tired? Is he not fully fit? You know me, information and entertainment, but Donny looked like he was running in quicksand today. He's got 72 pace on FIFA. They need to half that. It's early. Let's not write him off. But, brother, slow? Who else we got? Let's go into the front line. Trossard we spoke about. He's drunk. He's steaming. He's hungover. Raheem Sterling. Halloween Sterling. Kai Havertz. Didn't turn up. All I saw today was a ghost up front. Dry Havertz was back. Shy Havertz was back. He was hiding. Halloween on the way. Maybe Havertz thought he should hide for 90 minutes. Because that's what he did. Didn't see him. The subs I won't criticise. Oh, in fact, just one substitute. The kiwi isn't ripe. The kiwi isn't ripe, people. We've joked about it for a couple of years. That kiwi isn't ripe. Kiwior. Should have got him back to Italy in the summer. But we kept him. And then he does a back pass. He underhits it. They score after conceding the penalty. And then the substitute gets substituted. Nuno Tavares settings. And this is the visual representation of Kiwior. I mean, as I said this in the stream, that is Kiwior's face. The moment that he saw that back pass wasn't reaching David Raya. He said, it was at this moment. You know the rest. Kiwior, respectfully, Italy, somebody book him a flight. Get him to the airport tonight. Drop him off in Italy and just say, whoever finds him is yours. He's yours. Kiwior, I don't know if he plays for Arsenal again. He probably does. He'll probably start against Liverpool. What do I know? The rest of the subs, they were hardly in the game. What's the point talking about them? We'll finish off by talking about Mikel Arteta. Let's talk about Mikel. I've tried to stay calm. Spoke to him in LA. Nearly won the league last year. New contract. 15 million. Second highest paid manager in the Premier League. Only Pep gets more than him. Interesting that. Trust the process. Phase 5. We're evolving. What are we evolving into? Like, I thought we were going from Charmander to Charizard. Like, we look like we're going the other way round. Like, we're going the other way. When are we actually going to see the end of this phase, like, and trust the process? At the end of it, there's supposed to be some light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to win the league. We're going to, we're going to win something major. When are we actually going to win something major? Because right now, it don't look like we're winning nothing. We spent 100 million in the summer, which ain't enough to go and challenge Man City. And we look worse. We look worse than we looked last season. The team selection today was arrogant, it was disgraceful, and it was disrespectful. You didn't need to change the midfield. We found a midfield that works. Partey, Rice and Trossard attacking midfield. You put Trossard on the left. He hasn't got the pace to be effective on the left. Just because you want to force Mourinho in the team who made us worse. And that isn't the only reason. The team was a disgrace. But from minute one, we were absolutely shocking. We embarrassed ourselves. This is Bournemouth. We made them look like Barcelona. You think our set pieces are good? Go and watch that first goal. You will not see a better set piece than that first goal all season. Pass to the near post, flicks it round the corner and side foots it top bins. That is outrageous. We made Bournemouth look like Barcelona. We got beat by a beach town in England. We lost to Skegness. We lost to Inglemells. We lost to Bognor Regis today. Outrageous. The team should be ashamed of themselves and the manager should be ashamed of himself. I stand by it. Some people don't like it. If this manager does not win something this season, he needs to leave. We are not a project. We're not Newcastle. We're not Bournemouth. We're not Brighton. We're meant to be one of the biggest clubs in Europe. We're a shambles. We're a shadow of the team we were years ago. We're happy to compete and say we nearly did something. And that's the problem. The major accounts won't call people out. The fan base lap up the crumbs that they feed us. And that's why we don't win anything. Because there's no demand put on this football club. We accept anything that they give us. Today is one of the worst performances I've seen from this club under this manager. An absolute disgrace. Liverpool next week. No Saliba. Shocking. Shakhtar Donetsk on Tuesday. Let me know what you think in the comments, people. It was a horror show for Halloween. Absolutely shocking. I'll see you soon, people. Bless.